So they'll be calling you a radical. Yay, yay. Pacific Ocean dies. Stock market makes all-time highs. The Great Pacific Genocide. Go team. Go team. Kill the ecology. Nuscale. Yay. Yay, Nuscale. Little SMR nuclear on the heels of Fukushima. I want this to be gilded in gold. Cast in concrete. Don't you ever forget, anyone. The only person that stood up to these fraudsters, these dirtbags, was Kevin Blanche. Full of cancer. Don't ever underestimate an AML leukemia survivor. Don't ever underestimate an AML leukemia survivor. Don't ever underestimate us. While I'm full of cancer, fighting Nuscale from hell inside the Utah State House, right there at Idaho National Lab. They're scambags. They're lying. It's a fraud. There is no SMR. You seen the stock? Yay, Blanche. Ever since you started going, yay, that stock, it IPO'd at 10, went to 14. It's a 6. It's going to head right there where GE went. 6. Oh, geez, over 100. Yeah, after they had an 8-for-1 reverse split. What's that? You've been shammed. You've been shammed. There are no SMR, and that's all you hear. With your own money. The propaganda machine, look, people have no clue. This country is so incredibly dummied down, it is pathetic. I mean, I'm talking to people on the shutdown saying, I drive by that thing every day for 45 years. I always wondered what it was. Oh, fuck. It's fairy tale. It's Godzilla. It's Spider-Man. It's the Hulk. Oh, fuck. So Nuscale from hell, the SMR fairy tale here in Utah. Utah loves to be ripped off. It's so disgusting. So get out your power bill. My power bill's laying right there. Look up amps. I was part of the group that got amps. It was supposed to be for wind and solar. Here you have a place where the sun shines 300 to 320 days a year. One of the sunniest places on the face of the earth. Why do you think we're the skin cancer capital of the world? High altitude, sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Intense sunshine. Yet we don't use any sunshine. Go put solar panels on your house. See how much the state charges you. Because the state says it's not fair to the fossil fuel industry, to the nuclear industry. That we support the nuclear with our money, with our taxes, and we don't even make nuclear energy. Oh, why would Governor Cox get in bed with Bill Gates, who stole the operating system? So here's Nuscale. Nice stock, huh? Good investment, huh? Beautiful. So I'm an old investment banker. I was on Wall Street. I taught I taught all this as far as finance at the #1 school of business in the United States. You know, I was teaching at Weber State, student professor at the same time Elon Musk was going to Wharton. Wharton was our sister school. We were beating them every year in the test. Not some opinion, in the testing. What? Wharton's private. Weber State's not. The small intellectual boutique university. Nice birdie, nice birdie. The Utah State Legislature, nice birdie. #1 school of business. They got to rip its head off. Now they're under investigation by the FBI. I know Lee personally. I've always thought China took it over. Well, not even China. Chinese oligarch. It's kind of like the bailout Biden, bailout Trump, bailout Obama Dumber, bailout Bush. Oh, here's Biden standing on the ball. I am not going to. All he's ever done his whole career is bail out banksters. He did it again. We're not bailing out the banks. We're not bailing out banks. Remember the bank that went bankrupt? Silicon Valley? Look it up. So get this, the FOIA document. Whoops, senile old man Biden, freaking who's right there. Is he as bad as Trump? I don't think you could get that worse, could you? Is he as bad as Obama Dumber? Let's see. Oh, you guys are still on the left on your knees for Obama. He lost, what? He lost 12 Senate seats, 80-some congressional seats, perpetuated what did he do? Ran debt, perpetuated the war machine. Bush, filmed in Ogden, Utah. Bush dumb, Obama dumber, Trump dumbest, and sliding with old man senile Biden. Look it up. So they released the FOIA document yesterday. You won't see this on mainstream media, will you? You know, alternative media has to get it, you know, which isn't even alternative. The alternative of the alternative. I'm the alternative to the alternative, Kevin Blanch. Kettle me, I'll kettle you. So it gets leaked out. Now, under the insurance policy, which is, people don't even know, just like Nuscale ripping us off here in Utah. Just the government paid for it. You are the government! The taxpayer, that's you. I don't pay taxes. I just get bailouts. I got a PP, one of the greatest loot jobs in U.S., the only bigger loot job than the PPP stimulus loan, and Trump and Biden did that. I'm the fiscal responsible GOP. I'm a rainbow striped giraffe. How much debt they run? How much debt did they run? The debt went over $32 trillion. Do you remember when the debt was a crisis in the 90s? I remember in the 80s when it was a crisis of $300 billion. What? They can't tell you a billion from a trillion from a Google. This is how dummied down the American populace is. It's pathetic, actually. So we had a stimulus. We had a surplus in 99. Bail them out, Bush. Bail them out, Obama dumber. Bail them out, Trump. So look it up. One of the deposits now, kiddies, I'll go real slow for you. I'll go real slow for you, kiddies, because you're all indoctrinated. You're going to see American manufactured Jesus. And Johnny got his gun because your neighbors want to steal your Walmart goods. You've been had. The only bailout cut the taxes. The only taxes they cut is on, we're against the globalists. We hate the globalists. We hate the globalists. Well, let's slash the tax rate to 0 on the globalists. You don't think that empowers them? The GOP's tax the future, give to my friends. The Democrats? We're elitists. Yay, you can get into the club. It's imperialism, pathetic puppetism is what it is. So let me go real slow, kiddies. The bailout, the banksters, we're not going to bail them out. Under the insurance policy, none of your accounts used to be insured. But then they says, all accounts up to $250,000 insured, right? That's the law today. You, the taxpayer, guarantees those bank accounts. Why, these banksters can give you 0.4% on your passbook, on your money that's in there, where they're loaning it back out at 8%. That's called the spread. Used to be laws on the spread. 1.5%. Well, that sounds like we call that usury. So, one of the depositors had $3.3 billion. So it's been leaked out. I'll post the link. The top 12 depositors. One had $3.3 billion. They just lost $3.3 million. The banks, we're not bailing out the bank. I thought they were only insured to $250,000 each account. $12.7 billion in one bank account. You, the taxpayer. Let's see. The Trump administration ran $7.3 trillion in debt in 4 years. Bummer Dumber ran $9 trillion in 8 years. What's $7 trillion in 4? Is that even possible? Put them together. More debt than all previous presidents combined in 240 years? It's beyond pathetic. Get your PPP loan. Do you know what a usury tax is? So the tax code in this country is regressionary. What's that mean? Let's see, the poorer you are, the more you pay. Well, no. Do you think it's all income tax? Do you know, do you drive a car? Gasoline tax? Do you eat food? Why do we tax food? Because this country hates the peasants. You pay taxes. You don't even think, look at your utility bills. Taxes coming out, going to Nuscale. Nuscale stock's gone from, now stay with me. I'm an ex-IPO. I'm an ex-investment banker. I taught the class of the #1 school business in the country. But fuck me. Dolphins washing up dead on the coast of Southern California. It's just algae plume. Natural. Yeah, here's some more money. The country's gone, if you haven't noticed. So Nuscale IPO'd at $10. What's the IPO? So that's the initial price offering. So it's a stock. It's called SMR. The sham. Kevin Blanch is the only one that fought them. And I'm the guy that exposed their original financing. You have to get the original finance and then the government grant. Obama, when he come here, I'm like, this is what it's all about. It's a sham. Why would Utah be the only municipality in the world funding these things out of your utility bill? We're going to have 24 of them by the year 2019. They went in and they bought up different politicians and different people, formed consulting firms in little municipalities all over the country, or all over the state, the state. Morgan, Brigham City, Logan. And here's a couple $100,000 to your made-up consulting firm, rip you off to try to promote this. I just got back from Idaho National Lab. I was up there. That's where they're supposed to be testing them. Everybody I talked to, and my friend owns the bar at Atomics, and I talked to him, Blake. I talked to everybody. They don't think they're even testing. So the stock IPO's at 10. So what happens, the government, they support IPO pricing. Why? They're new. They'll make sure it doesn't fall for the first X amount of time. Oh, yeah, look at the stock. It's right at 14. You see what the stock is today? 666. What? So it's fallen. It's only been out. I mean, the stock's not even 18 months old. I can't find any news. It crashed again yesterday over 10%. And so then you read through their balance sheet, which they don't even have a balance sheet. And you see their expense account is $57 million a year. Where's that money going? Because they don't have no product. The government's paying for any testing that's getting done. The owners, the CEO, which corporations are people, Mitt Romney, they're ripping you off. So the stock has crashed down in the 6. If it goes under 5, it gets delisted, kiddies. They don't care. They already ripped you off. They had you. My guess is some insiders that got stock options probably exercised them yesterday. You know, you're too blind to see the writing on the wall. You're not ready for the fall. It's a sham, and it was always a sham. And you had one guy on the face of the earth, Kevin Blanch, full of cancer, fighting them. Just like I'm the only guy on earth that's freaking told you that Fukushima was full blown out, that did the tide pool work. The greatest marine biologist in freaking history. What do I get for it? Slandered, attacked, fucking open heart surgery twice, a pacemaker. There's my badge of honor. I got a pacemaker in my perfectly good heart. My perfectly good heart. AML leukemia. Birth defect after nuclear. My father in Nevada test. I have the nuclear bomb disease. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the egg? Nuscale's a sham from hell, and you had one person fighting him. I asked Governor Cox. Governor Cox is the worst governor in the history of this state by far. And he's passive. Why? He told me he didn't even know what an SMR was. So did the state attorney general. Look it up. At the Bear River Massacre. Yet he gets in bed with Bill Gates to build SMRs in Cameron. They're not building shit in Cameron because they get free money from the government. This bailout pork, the Department of Energy, DOE, which is originally the Department of the Atomic. That's all they still are. And the Army Corps who classified Kevin Blanch while in critical condition for giving you the real numbers on the SAM account, on the starfish wipeout, on the dead dolphins. One person on Earth. For Kevin reached into the bag, and he slung the stone. And it struck the nuclear giant in the forehead, and the giant fell to the earth. Oh, curse the spite that I was ever born to set this right. I have some rue for you, and I have some me. But you must wear yours with a difference. They poisoned all of us. You think you're above it? This isn't a regressionary tax, nuclear fallout. Bail out Biden up to it. Biden's been bailing out banksters his whole life. You know, I mean, it's like a bummer. Stands on the White House lawn, never promised, I'll keep you abreast. When he's flown to Argentina later that day with the CEO of GE, who's flying one plane after the other, and he gets a golden parachute for crashing the stock 70. And Kramer's on CNBC, back up the truck at 30, back up the truck 20. Oh, it's over 100. 8-for-1 reverse split. This stock is ready to get delisted. And you're still gung-ho, and we still, as the tax, I'm going to sue the shit out of the state of Utah. I need an attorney. I'm going to sue the shit out of the DOE. The DOE, we know, factually attacked me. They hired troll. There were literally dozens of Facebook accounts with 100% committed and YouTube's channels to 100% attack Kevin Blanch. A lot of people have come Johnny come latelys, and in the early days, there were dozens of accounts. Their whole agenda was to slander and attack a guy in critical condition who's the son of a Special Forces Marine, who was raised by a guy who stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day in the Battle of the Bulge. Just the greatest PhD in human history, wearing so many hats, and fuck me. Nuscale from hell. What a sham. They'll bail them out. Mark my words. They're going to go and say, oh, we got to have it. That's all you hear. All of the internet. These little assholes, they don't exist. It's a fairy tale. Well, it's not even. It's a scam. Look up Kenwood Financial, original funding. It was a South American Ponzi scheme. I'm the guy that exposed that. The guy's doing life in prison. Just like Blue Castle on the Green. You know, remember when I used to go on those rants? Blue Castle on the Green, why not put up a statue on Ted Bundy on I-15? You know, in the bone marrow transplant, LDS, for clinging to life, Kevin Blanch. Open heart surgery twice, but fuck me. Nuscale from hell, there is no SMRs, but there's a congressional act that was passed in the 1950s called Price-Anderson. It's called the Immunity Act. They know this. Bill Gates knows this. All of them know. They get all this free money up front, and you can't sue them. So who's going to pay the bill for this fraud? Well, we already have the state of Utah. You, the taxpayer. Just like the bailouts. Oh, they didn't. We're not going to bail them out. Look at this document. It got leaked, and the government was supposed to retract them. Whoops. I'm glad whoever put it out. It's like, here, look at this. One account alone had $3.3 billion. I thought they were only insured up to $250,000. Same old. Go get a PPP loan. Ask not what your government can do for you. Ask what you can do for your government. No, not these days. Ask not what you can do for your people, for your community, for this land is my land, this land is your land, radiated from sea to shining sill. Ask what you can rip off from your government. Not me. I'm not playing their fucking game. Oh, you don't pay. Oh, you pay taxes. It's called usury taxes. Usury, you on the mountain. Buy here, payday. American. I mean, I love it. You know, in the name of Christianity? What? Hate thy neighbor. Covet thy neighbor's Walmart goods. You know, go drone some more people in the Middle East. That's your badge of honor. The first thing president can do now. You know, they have to. I mean, they got to show their allegiance. It's pathetic. So, Nuscale from hell. What a sham. Nice and I begged people to short this. How come you didn't? I'm full of cancer, fighting for my fucking life. I've had open heart surgery twice, including this winter. I'm in a rehab. I'm trying to stay alive for the last 12 years. Everybody says, why do you fight for these sheep? They don't care. They don't care. All this historic work, who said I was fighting for these sheep? I'm fighting for the dolphins, not Miami. I'm fighting for the mammals of the sea. Do you realize how close our DNA is to a seal or a dolphin? And you think it's all coincidence. Dead tide posted your feet wide out in 2012. Salmon collapsed. It's all coincidence. What now? What day did they declare the demic? No. And Kevin Blanch been screaming, what? Mutations? 3 full-blown outdowns, and the whole world sheep thinks Chernobyl was worse than Fukushima. One is apparently more than 10 or 100 or even 1,000. It's whatever. Orwell on Balco. SMR, fairy tale. You've been shammed. And just remember when this all plays out. It's going to play out. People are going to be pissed. Oh, whoops. It just was a fail tick. I didn't go down. Only one person on the face of the earth fought him. Only one. Yeah, from the inception, from day one. Kevin Blanch, wow, full of leukemia. And what did I get for it? Well, I got a badge of honor now. A pacemaker. Destroy my perfectly good heart. Stand tuned. Nuscale from hell. Nice investment. Soon to be delisted if it goes under 5. The government will bail them out. Stand tuned.